Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is Mexico, 2017-2018 season. I'm not so good on the grid this time, and that's going to cost me. I think I'm 4th or 5th on the grid. Away we go, I make a good start. You can see Rob is to my right. Up ahead, you've got Craig going down the inside, Sam about to get squeezed, and you've got John on his left, and I'm going to get squeezed too, and I'm squeezed into the wall. And that was that. That was me out. End of my race. Sam actually got pushed into the wall and had to go and get I think a pit stop at the end of lap 1 and went the whole of the rest of the race on the one set of tyres. But all the shenanigans at the start left John. Look at this, here we go, look at the lap. John is leading. Upholding Mercedes honour. Got a bit of an issue here, somebody's alongside, that's Craig going for it, but Craig goes in too deep. John gives him some bit of room. Craig goes across, compromised, little bit. Craig takes the lead, goes wide, clips the wall. John picks up a slipstream. And he's brave on the brakes. How are they going to manage this? And they do very nicely actually. So good racing there. John back in the lead. Craig up to second. You can just see here a little bit of the following the leader. If we go on board with John, you find that it's always a bit grassy sometimes, a bit grassy. And perhaps this sort of on track, off track driving didn't help him in a way. It let Craig catch back up again. Now Craig takes a bit of a shortcut there. Not easy to pass around this area of Mexico. The next following sweeps tend to really take the grip away from the front end of the following car. Hats off to the 2016 programmers for that. It's quite realistic there, but Craig's got a little bit closer as we come down for the braking. John takes a lot of curb, but he's safe through here. Nice exit. Nice exit by John. John's enjoying himself at this point. Rob's having a bit of a trouble. You saw the start. I think he then had further problems. But Craig's got the toe. Goes for the inside. Neatly done. John thought about that. Don't know why. There really wasn't room. And away goes Craig. But it's still going to be quite an eventful race. There's a lot more to happen. Further back, my teammate has got a recovering Sam. Sam goes to the inside, and there's a small bit of contact and rubbing of wheels. And then Kent retakes it, but he's gone very wide. And then comes out and oh no! Came back on the track and found another car in the way. Got a puncture at this stage. Possibly that was why he initially had so much trouble getting back on the track. So poor Ken. That all got very tricky. Driving at the pit lane when you've got a puncture, the car doesn't want to steer straight. That's not easy. Back to John. He's in first place by this stage as the pit stops come in and go out. Look at this. It's having a fantastic race, really. It's very neat. So as they go into that 10, John's doing fine. However, a little bit later, Mercedes in formation. John and Sam. I remember Sam We didn't see it from my camera because I was retired from the race, but he got pushed into the wall at the first corner and across the track. Went out to pit at the end of lap 1. He's been on these tyres all this time. Tracking his teammate. We've got traffic. And he's got arrows behind him as well because Craig's hanging on. These are the top 3. They're all very close here. Sam picks up the toe and everything down the straight. Smoothly moves through. John sensibly decides possibly not the moment to fight too hard, but Craig is getting excited. John has got to defend. Cars are in the way. Look behind. Craig goes one way. John goes the other. The Haas can't get out of the way of both of them. John chops past the Haas. Craig piles into the back of the Haas. Loses a bit of wing. And suddenly it's the Mercedes 1-2. Except that John now, as we come to the next corner, there's more traffic ahead. Sam takes him. John goes for a gap that really isn't there. And round goes John. That gap really wasn't there. Sam keeps moving through the traffic and moves on to take a very impressive win. Craig ran out second. John had a fantastic race, a couple of small errors, but fantastic race really. And as you can see, Ken, Rob, me pick up the rear. Excellent racing there in places. A lot of fun. Thanks very much.